about everything that has to do with lifestyle. We're talking about health talk, spirituality, and what have you. Hello and welcome to the program Ties That Bind on Catholic Television. And on this program, we will be talking about relationships between different genders and otherwise. So you stay tuned and enjoy. Now we'll be going on a short break, and when we are back, we will be going into the business of the day. I am your host, Maduke Callister. Welcome back to the program. So today we will be talking on building trust in relationships. You know, a good number of persons will say stuff like trust care. Who they trust for this present time and stuff like that. Well, we're going to know all of that soonest. With me on this program is no other than our handsome and gorgeous guest by name Mr. Temitope Matthew. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
I will say you look glamorous.
Well, that's rather flattering.
Okay. Should you be flattered? I thought that's supposed to be for women.
Well, it's not gender specific.
Well, I think I want to take that. All right, so we'll be headed very quickly. So, like we said, our topic today is building trust. Building trust. Do you even trust yourself?
Why? But the issue of trust in relationship is a very broad topic.
Yeah.
And I don't think we can fully do justice to it.
That's right.
Because it has diverse kind of branches we need to pick one after the other now. So we'll do the little we can while we're here.
Okay, that's all right. So how can trust be built in a relationship? How do we go about that?
Well, first and foremost, before we go for that, let's look at the issue of trust itself. Let's put a definition to it so that our viewers can have a kind of understanding into what we're trying to say. You know, trust itself is a firm belief in the ability of someone. You understand? Like what the person does. You have a firm belief in it that yes, this person is doing the right thing. So when you now put it in the context of relationship and how to build trust relationship, you know, you need to really understand that relationship itself lasts as far as the trust in that relationship goes.
That's right.
So if you have a situation where you have a partner or you have a friend, because these days some things like friendship does not exist in relationship. So some people just jump all to the way to like, I'm dating this person, me and this person have. So there are some kind of prerequisites, let me call it that you need to put in place before you jump into that relationship. One of it is friendship. So, and the ability for you to have a friend means that you can commit everything you have with that person. Knowing that person has your back, knowing that person even while you're not there can protect your interest.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, that's like friendship. So when you have that sort of thing and you now move to a relationship where you both communicate, like one or two things you always have to say about each other, always have to say with each other, whether they are there or not. That's number one in my own book, communication. Like on your question, how to build relationship or trust. Communication must be the very first thing. Because if it is lacking in that relationship, I'm not sure you guys are going anywhere, if you ask me. You must be like an open book to whoever it is you have a relationship with. Whether you call the person a partner who you are romantically involved with. Or it's otherwise stated like you just have a friendship relationship. So communication is key. You know, you need to have a firm belief in the person. Like it is not enough for you to just say, I'm in a relationship with this person. What exactly do you know about the person? What do you know about the person? What can you tell people about the person? Someone who is not in the same space with you and you're in a relationship with a person, but you're in the same space with outsiders or other friends who you don't have close relationship with, you should be able to tell them that this person that is not here, this is who the person is.
Yeah.
And when they are trying to assess the person, they are meeting it the way you have said it.
Yes.
Which means there's something between both of you that people can say, yes, what this person is saying is true about this person. And when you switch the roles as well, you're not there, the person is there.
Yeah.
They say the same thing about you and it is met the same way. So that communication brings a lot of that. So if that stuff is not there, it's a problem.
Okay. So since you already mentioned communication, is there any difference between communication and transparency?
Now there's a lot. You can be communicating and you're not transparent. Let me give you an example. I have a lady I dated back in the days. You know, back in the days, maybe while we were still in the world, though. Let's put it like that.
I get that.
You know, back in the days, you have a relationship. I had a relationship with someone. And during that relationship, I discovered that we communicate a lot.
Okay.
I want to say the things she wants to hear. She wants to say the things I want to hear. So, you know, by that, we already have a very strong bond. And when we are apart from each other, we still find one way or the other to communicate. You know, the advent of phones were not really that rampant then. So all the stuff about social media, text message were not really there. But there was a way, like, we do write letters.
Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So back then, we'll communicate the best way we can. But it doesn't mean that whenever I'm somewhere else that she's not, she knows what I'm doing there. She doesn't. I can be doing something different that could actually be detrimental to the said relationship we have. But because she's not there, nothing is going to happen. Nobody is taking whatever I'm doing outside to report back to her that I saw your supposed boyfriend.
Yes.
Nobody's doing that.
Yeah.
So that's already trust in that process because she doesn't know what I'm doing, but she trusts that
You're not doing
I have her
anything.
back.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, behind I'm actually doing something else.
Contrary to the relationship.
Because I know there's nobody that's going to tell her anything. I'm free to do it, but I know that wherever I am at that particular moment, she can't be there because we already told ourselves that this is where you are going. I'm going to point Y, she's going to point X. So there's no way we can meet. So if I'm doing anything at point Y that she doesn't know, there is no fast communication just like this. Like someone somewhere could just randomly see me anywhere. And just like, what thing this guy did do for you?
Yes.
Because she's friends with my partner. What did your guy they do for you? And she'll be like, no, this guy no tell me, see. Now that side in they go.
No.
I'm not transparent. But it doesn't stop our normal communication.
Yeah.
You understand? But when we get to a point where relationship comes in and trust comes in, doing that behind my partner's back is not good enough. Whether she sees me there or not. Because the foundation of a good relationship is trust. And that trust is absolutely what is supposed to be present, whether she's there with me or not. You get the point now? So I can be very, very non-transparent and communicative. You understand?
Yeah.
I can just leave the studio now. Probably maybe I came in here with my wife or something. And she's looking at me, I'm looking at her. I'm like, after this old stuff, as we they go. Oh yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to my office, so I'm just going to drop you at home. I dropped her at home. And on the way to my office, Papa, make I quickly call this guy back. I don't drop my wife already.
Very fast.
Hello, Alpha. I don't finish for that program I do. Alpha, I'll go meet now. I'm somewhere around. Okay, I'll join you. But my wife doesn't know. But right at the point of picking up even that person, I can still call my wife and say, I just got to the office now. I'm communicating. She knows my movement. She knows where I am at every particular time.
Yeah.
But I'm not transparent. So the transparency makes you like an open book that your partner or your supposed person who you have a serious relationship with, it doesn't have to be romantic. Sometimes relationship can just be platonic and at the end of the day, you guys just go your separate ways after the whole. But you be like an open book. Why you guys are in that enclosed relationship space? So
I think I like that. I think I really get the concept now. I didn't really get it before, though, actually, but I think I like that now. Okay, so do you think that past experiences can affect one's trust in a relationship?
oh, definitely. Definitely. As a matter of fact, we have so many relationships outside now that their past relationship are affecting the present one. Reason being that they are still holding on to what they have in the past. Let's take, for example, you were in a relationship where everything went south all of a sudden. Maybe it started on a good note and all that, but as time went by, someone started doing something in the relationship that the other party was not really okay with. And the differences became irreconcilable. The other party is feeling pain because he or she has put in so much into that relationship, but they are not getting anything out of it. So they feel heartbroken. They feel the trust process has broken. They feel that there's no reason for this relationship thing anymore. Even to go into another one, they find it difficult. So let's just say they now get into a new one by chance. It's possible that the old relationship is still holding them back because they're holding on to the things that happened back then. So they are using it to project into the new relationship. You don't even know what this new person is bringing in. You don't know if the new person is an understanding person who feels that your old relationship, I know you were heartbroken, but I am like a new face. I'm like a new leaf in your life. I'm here to wipe away all of those. But if you're holding on to those things, like this guy is always texting other women, I'm sure this one too is going to do the same thing. This guy is always on the phone with claiming that he's talking to his boss. I'm sure he's going to do the same thing. So it's going to take a lot of healing, detoxification. You understand? For that process, for you to fully now embrace the new relationship, because each person in the new relationship are bringing 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to infinity different things that you've not experienced before. So if you're holding on to that, how are you going to enjoy the new one coming in? So you need to heal properly. You need to, let's just say maybe shit the sword. Generally, get over it, and you don't need to fight everybody. The other one is gone. You have a new one. Allow your time to understand this new person. Stop projecting the fears of the past into the new one. So it's going to help you a lot if you can do that.
It's all right. Thank you so much, Mr. Timi. We will go on a short break right now, and when we're back, we're going to be looking at what our fans have said about building trust. You stay tuned. Welcome back to the program. So we have some very interesting things I want to share with Mr. Timi that our fans have said concerning building trust. Well, we asked how can building trust after past experience be approached, and some persons were saying one must first go through healing process, just as you said, and this came from George. Coming to a place of emotional stability. I think you agree with that. And the other question, how can trust be built in a relationship? This one wrote the pistol. First, before you love or get into a relationship, you must at least have 40% to 60% trust for him or her. You agree with that?
Well, I quite agree, but I won't put a number to it if I were to be honest.
Yeah.
Because the new relationship you're going to, you don't know what's in stock for you.
That's right.
It could actually be bad from to the other one.
Yeah.
And it could even be better. But pleasure, so don't put a number to it. Just allow yourself heal, put yourself back into the new process. Look at the new person.
Yeah.
Try to understand the perspective while you are also bringing up your own. So nobody should by imposing anything on anybody. It's a clean slate for both guys.
Yeah, I think that's how it should be. All right, so from Elizabeth, she said how you can build trust in relationship is through communication and actions, which you have said. And how can building trust after past experience be approached. She said taking it slowly, being careful, analyzing the situation. This one be like statistics for my ear.
Well,
This
there's
one.
only one part that do not quite agree to 100%.
Okay.
You can be careful and you're still entering into wrong.
Yes, that's right.
You can be very
That is
And
something else.
The truth is, carefulness is not necessarily or does not necessarily lead to you having the best of results.
Yeah.
You know, the world is not fair.
Right.
It's not fair. So you need to prepare your mind for whatever is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Because if your mind is not prepared and you feel you're being careful, you're controlling the tide, you're falling into the wrong hands. Because someone can be pretending.
As in,
A person can be pretending and telling you all the things you don't know.
especially
Because
men.
you've not had it before. The person that laying all the
Sweet things you get.
At the end of the day, it's actually deceiving you because they have an end goal. And once they achieve the end goal, capish. So it's not necessary. Carefulness is not necessarily,
Yeah.
going to be like 100% result oriented.
Yeah, that's right.
You can be careful at the same time and fall into something. So I just feel in all of this, put everything in God's hands.
Yes.
And let God lead the way. When God leads the way, you can fall into it. You are definitely going to fall into it.
Most definitely.
But if you give your own heart chance and say, let the heart lead the way. So if the heart decide that this is what I want, but your own carefulness is telling you, this is what is right, and inside you follow your heart, you follow inside teaching.
Very fast.
So one needs to be careful. And at the same time, allow God to do.
Okay, so
Let your eyes
be open because marriage will open your eyes.
Because 2 or 3 things, there will always be signs.
Yeah.
That's what I always tell people.
Just warning signals.
Except you decide to be blind to it because you feel what you're enjoying at the moment is what
Yes.
you're enjoying is not a sign. The signs you always to make you all those just subtle or immediate enjoyment you're getting is actually preparing you for the long suffering.
That's the thing. That's the truth.
So when your eyes are wide open and you can see signs, of course some signs will be there that you may not understand, but you have people who have experienced it before that you can ask one or two questions and say, look at this sign I'm seeing. What do you think?
Yeah.
The experience wasn't a very long. I'm not saying it's bad or it's bad, but be careful. If it comes out this way, that means this person is going to always be like this.
Yes.
In life, many times. At the same time, you need to keep an open mind.
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
to be sure you're not disappointed.
So, I want to throw a very delicate question now. In the space of 1 to 100. Okay, I think you should be able to take it now because I want you to be sincere.
Alright, that's fine.
People get hurt and they find it difficult to trust. Now, what gender find it difficult to trust in this like in a ratio, men, women? Is this higher? Is this lower?
Alright, let me say.
Is it 10 to 100, 10 to 90?
Let's just do 10. Let's leave the 90.
Okay.
Let's just 10.
Let's
So,
just
scale of 1 to 10.
Okay.
For me, maybe based on my past experiences, I would say it's ratio 6 to 4. 6 being for women, 4 being for men. The reason is this. When you talk about vulnerability, people who are most vulnerable to their partners.
Yeah. That's right.
Maybe some men who are soft spoken, who were raised soft, they actually fall negative. But if you look at it socially and put it in a market space, dating pool space, it's always the women.
Yeah, most times.
Who are always vulnerable. And the reason being that they trust very easily.
Yeah, that's true.
They communicate very easily.
Mm-hmm.
They don't find it hard to tell you when they're hot. Even before they talk, their actions and inactions is already speaking for them.
Yes.
Like, the way this person is behaving lately, I don't know why this issue is by the time you just ask the question, people means, man, you have a basket full of food.
I'm telling you.
That means they've been preparing for you. And some of them are very communicative. They don't even wait till you ask.
As in,
Because they don't want to. As soon as the stuff is hitting them, they're eating
straight up, very fast.
That's it, yeah.
As in, I don't like
You understand?
Mhm.
So it's almost like that. But for men, we bottle in our emotions quite a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, let me put a larger percentage on men. The reason is because one, when we open up about our situation, sometimes our partners do not understand. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Maybe they live for the moment, like partners. And the guy in the relationship is already thinking about the future. He's already thinking about the next 2 days. But because the women, some women are wired that way. I'm not saying every woman, but some women are wired that way because they cannot take the understanding past what they see.
Yes.
Do you get it? But man, who the way God wired us normally, we have to think for ourselves and for the people around us. That's the way men are wired, church.
Yeah.
So if the fact remains that we are thinking for others, I may not necessarily be telling you the problem I'm having.
Yeah.
Because I know my responsibility is to take care of you
Yeah.
and make sure you are okay.
Yes.
I should be bothering you with what is happening to me.
Yeah, I think I
Even
get
though
it.
I know some of it is wrong, because we need to share emotions.
Yes.
At some point, your wife or your partner should be able to, you know, you should be able to tell them what's going on with you and to offer them.
Yes.
You know, irrespective of whether you feel what they have offered is okay for you. So in that case, I would say the women must want to most vulnerable and the men should always speak out. Myself, for example, in my case, which I believe is the case of so many women, when anything is happening to me, like I'm down, maybe it happens to be like I went to the office and one or two things went wrong in the office and it's already affecting my entire. I try as much as possible that once I'm outside my office space, nothing follows me to the house. And I leave it there. But then the human nature will always creep in. You get so that thing will always come back.
Yeah.
You're not okay. And a very sensitive partner will be like, no, this is not my husband.
Yeah.
Allows you freshen up, allows you cool off and all that. You know, prepare the food, probably set the table. You guys finish eating. And in a relaxed mind, babe, what's up? What's going on? I saw that the asked me. So just off, that's not usual stuff. And then, just nothing. Meanwhile, stuff is hitting me up. But because I know I don't want to, but probably maybe because she has one or two things to say to me about her own problems.
Yeah.
But now telling I'm at home now, that's the way I feel. It's like me now superimposing my own self. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to be the one who caters to almost all the emotions of the house.
Yeah.
So it's always like that for me. So I don't know for other people, but I've seen from the men I've seen around me, it's always like that. So we bottle in a lot. Because we try to keep a common front for everybody to just like, okay, meanwhile, do that.
A lot is over. I think I can relate all of that. And that is why your gender takes advantage of this gender you guys claim is the weaker gender. So what do you have to say to your gender, please? Concerning this thing they do too much.
Maybe it's the generation, but I would say so. The truth of the matter is that those who take advantage of or who see the opposite gender as a weaker gender, I don't think they know their job. Because when God created man, so to speak, man now inclusive of man. When God created human beings, let's put it that way, He said He created them equal, and both were great. So there's no reason why you should be seeing an opposite sex
as weaker.
Probably, maybe, if you presume the person is mentally weak because of your own assessment of the person, I can give you that. If you presume that the person is weak because of the physical, nature of the person, I can give you that.
Yeah.
And if you feel mentally the person is weak to you, maybe because they are not measuring up to your own, IQ to different,
Yeah.
I can give you that. But then, where I won't be able to give you any of what you're claiming is if you're doing what is exactly not contrary to what you're angry about or what you perceive as weak in the supposed opposite sex, you're not doing anything better than the person.
I think you're calling the person weak. It's ridiculous.
So it is. So we need to first of all, examine your own self. Put yourself into that test run and see what I'm calling this person. Am I better than that thing? Evaluate yourself. That's the way I see life generally. You need to give yourself self-evaluation before you project anything into someone else, or before you perceive anything someone else is in your mind and conclude that that's what the person is. Put your own self in that person's shoes and walk in that shoe for a while. Let's see if exactly what you're calling the person, you are not the same thing. Or maybe the person is even better than you. So I don't see any reason why you should be looking at a female or an opposite gender as weak. Probably because you have a different training, you could be a step or two above or higher than the person, maybe career-wise. It doesn't mean the person is not going to get to where you are or even better. So I just feel it's a wrong notion to have, and it's why the African dating pool is a mess. So if we can give ourselves some self-realization and self-evaluation going forward, we should be able to,
and trust in relationships too will be built more. Yeah, that's all right. Thank you so much, Mr. Temi. It was really wonderful having you on the show. And I must say that our viewers have learned a lot of things from you. And I'm sure you've actually touched some toxic relationships here and there now, in between corners. All right, so thank you so much once again. Thank you. And guys, you all have heard what Mr. Temi has said and our fans online have said. I'm sure you've picked one or two from it. Do make sure that you take into consideration the beautiful things that he has said and build your relationship well. Thank you so much. I remain your host, Magic Callister. See you next week.